Hello everybody, welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa. Here we are in New Tealand after our epic and very successful space launch, rocket launch to Mars in the last episode. We are back and I have got a huge list of viewer suggestions and changes and fixes that we are going to put into place in the city, and we are going to expand as well. We need more people, so that is what we're going to be working on today. So we just zoom out a bit from this little view that we've got over here, and we're going to fly all the way over to our island over here where we have our rocket launch site. And the first suggestion we have is a new name for this launch site, and there was all sorts of clever names that were suggested, T-puns, all sorts of things, but the name that I picked, because it really spoke to me, this one from Jason Peters, was the James T. Kirk Space Center. If you don't know, James T. Kirk from Star Trek. I absolutely love Star Trek. So we are going to name, let's have it as the NCC 1701 USS Enterprise. There we go. Excellent. So that's going to be the next rocket that's headed out to Mars with a new supply of Yorkshire tea bags. Excellent. Very cool. So that was one suggestion. Another suggestion we had, I've got a little list here, so I'm going to have to tick these off as we go. Thank you, Jason, and everybody else for all of your name suggestions. That was great. Someone said the Intelligence Agency is a pretty good building for sort of like a mission control. I mean, we've got this building here which houses the rocket. But before we get to that, another suggestion was using these prison roads. And we've got prison fences, which is from the Interactive Prisons pack. This is just on the Steam Workshop. And we've also got these prison watch towers, which are brilliant. So let's have a look over here. We are going to be expanding into this area down here, which reminds me, actually, let us pop a zone in here. I keep saying zone. Do you know what I mean? A district in here. We are going to have some people living in here. Now, you do have to use your imagination when you're playing Cities Skylines, because the distances of things tend to be a little bit truncated. So would you really have people living this close to a launch site, just over the road, just over the rail? No, you wouldn't. You probably wouldn't have anybody within this sort of distance, I don't know, or more of a launch site. But we can't do that in this game. So we have to use our imagination. We're going to pretend that this is a perfectly legitimate distance, and the people are going to live along here in a community that service, that work over here, are nice and nearby to the rocket launch site. So they are going to be using this junction here, and it is a working junction, even though these only go in one direction. Or is it? Yes, because we've got this connection over here as well. So it looks like if they're coming up here, they could go that way onto there. Okay, well, tell you what we're going to do. As we're going along and doing this, we are going to fix up some of these roads with some asymmetrical roads. I think it's this one here is the equivalent for that. No, is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? No. Okay, well, this is the one with parking spaces. I want the one with no parking spaces, that one there. So we want to give them an option to turn up there, and I'm going to do that on here as well. And then that can go up there. That joins the highway that way. When they come down from this direction, they come down to here, and we've got this, which is fine. And that can go left and right. So we're going to change that one. There we go. And we'll give those dedicated turning lanes. Excellent. And I'm also going to do this one here. There we go. And I'm also going to give those dedicated turning lanes coming in. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And then I want this one here to also have dedicated turning lanes. So I'm going to use this mod. I'm going to add in another node about halfway down. And we're going to just upgrade that end. There we go. Dedicated turning lanes for everybody. And if they need to go the other way, they can come down here and go there. Or they can come down here, use this weird and wacky junction, and head up onto the highway. They can go right, or they can go straight on and go left. Yeah, excellent. Okay. A few comments about this little junction here. So if you were coming up from this direction, you've got this sweeping right turn. You don't need this right turn here. And also the same coming from over here. You've got this sweeping right turn. You don't need this right turn here. That is true. I suppose what I could do, let me just get this in my mind. So if I made that straight on instead, I could make that just a dedicated left, and that would actually work, wouldn't it? and still keep the lane maths. Ah, very good. I replied to your comment incorrectly. I said it wouldn't work and it'd mess up the lane maths if I made both of these straight on, but we don't need to do that, do we? We can do that. That works much, much better. And then these don't have the sweeping turn, so we'll just do that. Yeah, okay. I think I'm happy with that. Right, cool. So that is the reason I'm going to change that, and we're going to have people living here. And then that was right. My thought process was leading somewhere. So we had this here on the highway. If you're coming down here, we again used our imagination. We set the toll road up as somewhere they could shut off if there's going to be a launch, so it protects this area. And then you come down here, and then you drive into this road. So if you want to get over here, you have to come down here and then turn left and come underneath, just because of the way this is set up, which is fine. I don't mind that. But that means you need a bit of protection here, because you can drive straight in to this area. So this is where I think we're going to just make a little bit of use of some of these items we've got. So this prison wire fence, will this actually just go alongside? If I turn off all my snap twos and things, it seems like it wants to... Let's just pop that down. I mean, that is a pretty big fence, isn't it? But I reckon with the Move It mod, we could sort of pop that along here like this. And then what I was thinking is having that like right here. Yeah, do you know where I'm going to put it? I'm going to move that down. I'm going to pop it here. So we're going to have that there, and maybe one the other side as well. And this is going to add as our way. Yeah, I like this. I like this. So we're going to copy that. Copy. You're going to let me do it? And then place that here. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Then we can just do a little bit of jiggery pokery with the Move It mod. Get that lined up there. We'll worry about the power in a minute. Yeah, there we go. So that sort of gives the idea. And this you can do quite easily. It's just available on the workshop. And then I'm just wondering whether we just need to continue that fence down. That would be a good idea, I think. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it is a big old tall fence, isn't it? You're in no doubt that you're coming into somewhere that is protected. And I've just sort of run it all along the rail line up there. And I've run it all the way around here as well. Yeah, I'm liking that. So that's that added into there. Also, as well as the fences, we have this road here, Prison Road with fence. So let's just take maybe a section over here. So this is all sort of open to the water. If we just upgrade a piece of this. So we've got the fence that's built into the actual space center, but then we've got this extra fence that's added here. And I'm just wondering whether we could just run that along here, whether that looks like it's too much or whether it's gonna work or people stop moving there. It got me worried for a moment. If we just do that, yeah, that's not going to work around there, is it? I like it if it didn't have that double sort of thing over there. Do you know what? I think I will replace those as they were, and we might just put some normal fence along here. I think that would work a lot better. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks a lot better. We've got this fence all the way along here, along the waterfront, and I've just continued that up around the side here, around the park area that we've got. I mean, it makes it look like a prison camp, but we've got to protect our space launch site. So definitely, there we go. So the last thing I want to do in here is just get the power over here. We are going to use the earthquake sensor. As we know, that likes to leap power across places that have never leaped before. There we go. That's fine. That looks perfect in there, doesn't it? Cool beans. Excellent. Right. On to our next suggestion. It was also mentioned, and quite rightly so, that we've got no services over here at all. And you would imagine with a space center, with rockets, all sorts of stuff going on, that services would certainly be needed. I'm just looking around maybe for the best place to put them. Maybe, I mean, try and want to get these as close as possible if we go for the big fire station... Oh, look at that autosave. Let's have a quick sip of tea. Over the big fire station, that is going to be harder to fit in. I think I'm just going to delete these containers that we had here, and that should fit perfectly on the side there. Very good. So we've got fire protection. We should be able to just squeeze in. Let's jump into... Yeah, police we've got covered. Just a little Oh, this is ambulance. Just a small one of these. I don't really want to go for a huge, big hospital. Aha! I've just extended that road, and we can pop a hospital in there. Fantastic. Or a mini medical centre, I should say. And then also worth popping in as well, on our emergency services, under the disaster services tab, we also have our small emergency shelter, say it correctly, and large emergency shelter, which would be great in here as something that these people have to dive into every time there's a launch. Can't attach it to there. I think that's going to go through the fence and just look weird. It is. Oh, that's a shame. Because actually right close to that would have been good. How about somewhere else then? There we go. I think that's fine on the side. We can sort of imagine that they come and shelter in here and they get a really good close-eyed view of this area here. Plus, it'll keep them nice and safe if ever there's any flooding in the area. Perfect. There we go. All back to normal. And then the other really cool suggestion that I liked was, if we go back into the same tab, we have our deep space radar, which would just be fantastic on a really tall, high spot to keep track of the rocket launches. Now we look back over here at, these are actually called the PG tips. This is like the highest spot here, but now I'm looking at it, that is even higher over there, isn't it? Would you have it that far away? Do you know what? I'm wondering whether we could flatten this out up here and we could run a road up here. Would this work? Let's have a look. How big... Where's the top gone? How big would it need to be? It would need to be pretty flat up here, but not overly too large, which is good. Let's just see what we can do. Oh. Whoops. Accidentally shot this thing into the distance. Yeah, there we go. That is pretty good. Building needs to be placed roadside. What I'm going to do, if I go onto here and turn off toggle road collision, I'm assuming that is going to let me place that now. No. Okay, well, let me just place a road in here. I want to go for a 1U road with normal parking. So I sort of want that there. Let's put that back on again and plop that up against there. There we go. Excellent. So that is oh, look at that. Look at that. That is facing out from the highest point in the whole of this area to get a good look at that. Now, how the heck are we going to get a road down here? This sort of... Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to make use of the topography button, which is this one. Yikes! And see what we can do. Yeah, I'm just looking at this thinking, what the heck? I mean, this down here isn't too bad. Well, you know, compared to the rest. Whether we can sort of snake it up there, then it gets really steep. Snake it up there. All right, I'll tell you what, let's plop something down and let's just see how it goes. I think what we're going to end up doing with this is judicious use of the tool that levels out all the roads and things, because this is just going to be... Actually, if I turn off anarchy... Yeah, this is going to be absolutely nuts. I mean, if we carefully go up any bits, where am I heading to? Up there, that are a bit steep, then we should be okay. Good grief. That was particularly difficult to get that working. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick save and have a sip of tea, and then we're going to see if we can level this out a bit. It's going to be slopey, isn't it? Let's be honest. But let's just maybe check out. So up here it all goes a bit wrong. I'm going to just take this bit out and just see if we can join those up without this all going funny like that. I don't think I'm going to be able to. It's going to want to build this right up in the air, isn't it? Okay, well that's not too bad. We can smooth that out. And then I can go around to there. Yeah. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's see how bad this really is. So we'll go into Network Multi-Tool. We'll grab our Set Slope Modifier. I mean, it's going to show us that some of this is pretty steep, but, you know, you would expect that on a mountain. Yeah, you see, I can't have that with it going right up in the air like that. So at some points, we are going to have to. So if I go from there to there, why don't we just do the whole thing? I did a save just in case. I mean, this could just go horribly wrong. Not connected with others. All right, how far down is it going to let us go? Not that far. Not that far. Did I not click a node? Let's try that again. From there to here. Yeah. Any further? No. Is there like a limit on how many nodes we can do? Oh, no. We're still going. We're still going. Oh, we're still going. We're going to go all the way to the end. This is going to go horribly wrong. And there's no undo button on this. Oh, mamma mia. What have we got? What have we got? Let's just follow this up. Do you know what? Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Some of this here, we could sort of imagine that they've built this in to house this road. And we could smooth some of this over, couldn't we? They had to do a bit of blasting here to get it round the corner. Yeah, let me do a bit of smoothy smooth, and I think this is going to look okay. Yeah, this is looking better. I'm just taking away any sort of sheer cliff drops like this that look like we've just placed a road and used anarchy. And just sort of smoothing out any height differences just enough to make it look like this should be here. I mean, bits like this I'm leaving because you would think, yeah, they'd have to blast to make that work. A bit like that, we'll just smooth it out. And I think that overall, like this bit here, a little bit too close to the edge. So we're going to just bring this out just a bit like that. And around here. There we go. Yeah, that's okay. Let's follow this up. Yeah, this is right. This has been built up. See this here? It's like almost perfectly mirroring the road. Just doesn't quite look realistic enough. So if we bring some of this up. And there we go. And then we get to the pool up here, which is fine. So now we just need to make it up to the top up here. Let's see if we can do this. What I'm thinking I might just do here is use this tool, the slope terrain, and just see if we can... I'll go from there to there. Just give ourselves a little bit of a fighting chance of getting this to work. There you go. I'm going to put Anarchy on for that. Oh dear. And then I'm going to eyeball this and level it out myself. But I'm going to expect this last little bit to be particularly steep. And that's what I'm going to leave it as. Because it is up the top of a mountain. So what else would you expect? I changed my mind. I'm going to do it. I'm going to use this. Eek. Oh, that's actually not too bad. It still kept it reasonably steep. Oh man, imagine being the poor contractor that had to run these water pipes all the way up this mountain. Good gravy. I'm just wondering if we could just collect the water from here, but I'm not sure if there's a water source in there. There is a water source in there. Do you know what? I reckon we could just collect it from here instead. Let's do that. Let's turn off Anarchy. Yeah, let's connect this up. Why not? Go for semi-realism in our completely unrealistic road network. There we go. So that's going to bring water up to here, hopefully. Oh, it's going to need power. We'll sort that in a sec. Because we're going to put in here... Oh, what else would we have right up here? We would have wind power, which is this one. Look at that. We can... 8 megawatts, I think, is perfectly fine. I'm thinking... Let's just have a look. Do we want it right up close to this? I'm thinking just down here. And I'm hoping that's going to leap across. It is. And then we can just run a cable down the mountain. Okay, so that's got a fantastic view. We will come back to this and we will beautify this up another time. But yeah, excellent. Thank you for that suggestion. That was from Liam Dunn to put the deep space radar on the tallest mountain. Darn it. It also needs sewage. Okay, I'm going to connect pipes all the way back to the city. And of course, I've got to connect the road at the bottom as well. Yep, we've called the contractor. He's come back again. Bob the Builder. Thank you very much. There we go, and we're going to connect that up here, and we'll give this dedicated turning lanes. Excellent, there we go. So you can meander your way under the highway and then up the mountain. Fantastic. Okay, so back over to the James T. Kirk Space Center. We want to start fleshing out this side of the island. We've already put in here a nice zone. This is called Pearl Hills. I would like to add a theme onto here. So we're going to go into our theme manager, enable, and we're going to go for University City. If we just take a quick look at what that includes. Included, there we go. So we've got these smaller college type housing. There we go, and I think that would fit in. We've got all sorts of levels. We've got commercial. We don't have any offices, so we need to remember that, because I forgot that last time when I did an area like this. So let's just take a look at our road network. We've also got this connection going over here as well, which is cool. I think we need something here. I think this is going to end up being a roundabout, if I'm honest, because we're going to have another road coming off of this, and they're all going to be small roads. So this one is going to sort of act as a collector, but it's only going to have a small amount of people living here. I'm going to go with this one first of all. Let's just bring that out like that. We'll turn that around. There we go, and then we'll just upgrade. Let's go for that one. Excellent, that's fine. And then we're going to put a roundabout in here. So let's use our roundabout builder. Let's just make that a little bit smaller. Probably like that. Obviously some keys. Doing two things at once there, which is why the screen kept changing. I think that'll be okay. And then we'll do Control-Shift-Click with that. There we go. So we get our giveaway signs, dedicated lanes coming off, all that sort of thing. I think that will be perfectly fine. And I don't want all these street lights around here. Is there one I could use that isn't going to do that, but still allow walking? And also these sorts of roundabouts always work so much better if you have roads that just go in one direction. I knew something was wrong while I was doing it. It wasn't the roads, it was my brain. There we go. Excellent. Right, that'll be good. So let's then take this road here. Which was this one, wasn't it? And we're going to run that through the middle and sort of mirror. I mean, we're literally just going to run through the middle, which means it's going to mirror the coast and the other side as well. I don't want this to be a cul-de-sac, so I'm actually going to come up closer to here. And then we're maybe going to bring this round like this. I'm just wondering, actually, we could fit another load of houses along here if we do that as well. There we go, that's fine. And we can have a little something something at the end here. We just go like that. Excellent. Okay, good. So let's make good use of this space. So I'm thinking in here we're going to have the policy of schools out and really try and get people to go straight into work. We've got lots of buildings and things that need people to come and work in. And also with the noise that we're going to get of the rocket launches and things, I'm thinking they are going to have a lot of trees all the way along here. Absolutely filling this with trees to try and block as much of the sound as they can coming from that launch site. There you go. That's probably about the most you're going to get in there. Excellent. Okay, how do we want to lay out what we need over here? We've got a huge need for residential, which is fantastic. I want to get some commercial. Why don't we like to put the commercial just sort of around a little hub like this? So we'll go something like that at that end. And then I was thinking some commercial over here. And then we're going to want some services. So we do have services over this side, but they're not going to reach all the way over this way, of course. And what would be a good one? If we pop that there, we'll pop that one opposite so they can go in, and we'll just pop, whoa, not that, teeny tiny police station over here will be fine. That will cover all of that. Fantastic. Schools, actually, I might just put all the way up over here a little tiny elementary school. Let's put it here. Back it onto the beach. Why not? And then a high school. That could sort of go in the middle here. I've got Anarchy on, so it's letting me place it in places where I shouldn't be able to place it. There we go. Fantastic. And then we're going to need some sort of park in here. You know, to make people want to come and live over here. Let's maybe have one at that end like that, and then we'll have a little dog walking park this end, and that should cover most of that. And see how that goes? And then if we fill the rest of this in with low density and see what happens. Now what's going to happen is they're not going to have power. Let's see if we can bring that across the highway. And we've got this here which isn't connected to anything else. We've got a big wall over here. Okay, we're going to try and bridge over the highway at this point here. If we go high enough, there we go, that's good. And then we can go back down to low over there. Excellent. So that should hook that up nicely, high enough for the trains to go past. All of that good stuff. And then hopefully, well not hopefully, it will, once it starts filling in, we'll bring electricity down to these fine folks over here as well, which might just take a few moments. I'm just wondering as well, actually, just to give these people somewhere to live, if we take our district and just take out, if I right click that section there and pop in another district here, this is just going to be an office zone. Thornton Heights. There we go. And then finally, to encourage people to move in over here, we could set up a bus route. Now, what have we got? We've got our metro that goes under there, which these don't have access to. We have a bus route here. Excellent. This bus route is going to be commandeered to do a nice loop. It's going to stop down here by the shops. It's going to stop up here by the school. It could just go around like that. It could stop in here. Excellent. And everybody is going to love that. Fantastic. And what I think I'm going to do as well, this is a big, long road all the way around, isn't it? We're going to have a couple of little cut-throughs here. We're going to have one there. I want this with parking. So that's no parking. This is parking. Okay, we'll go one there. And then we'll pop another one maybe here. There we go. Excellent. So they've got somewhere to park their cars if they need to, which is good. And I might even just pop a little car park in down here where we've got the offices and the commercial zone as well. There we go. We've got a nice sleepy little community along the other side of the highway there. That's looking good. I'm just wondering whether we could just pop in a few more trees. Oh, we're up to 90,000. Look at that. Let's put the strength on high. There might be just a few little spots where we can add a few more. And down here as well. Excellent. I think we're going to fill in this bit. Why not? Let's make this a lovely tree-filled area. Nice. Oh, I'm liking that. I would certainly come and live here if I liked rockets. And then we've got this side of the highway. We've got this space here that we also want to fill in. I'm just thinking we don't want to come off the highway. We've already got 4 roads coming off of there. But we could certainly come off of this road here and see if we can make this. Let's have a look. There we go, something like that. So we get a slightly larger 4-lane road going through the middle here, and then we can build off the side. Let me just grab that up to there. Just smooth that out a bit. I think it's okay. Oh yeah, it's just where the name is over there. It puts a bit of a shadow, making me thinking there was a big dip in there, but no, there wasn't. Yeah, I think that's okay. Making good use of the space. We could get rid of some of these traffic lights on the main road here. Just putting giveaway signs for everybody. It's not going to get that busy, so it's going to be fine. Blonk. Do that one there. And that one there. Excellent. And then we'll just give dedicated turning lanes as they come in. Bish, bash, and bosh. Excellent. I think that's good use of the space. I might just smooth out that a little bit. Down, and this one down. And that one there. There we go. I think that'll be a bit better. Excellent. Cool. We do want a load of trees just to sort of try and muffle the sound. In fact, now that we've got this along here, let's grab this road and we're going to upgrade these to the ones with sound barriers, definitely. There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, so let's just fill in this area. Oh, we've got some offices growing here. Very good. I had accidentally had this area set with the themes to also include international. I've turned that one off now, so some of these buildings may rebuild themselves. But again, we've got a great big need. And I'm just thinking as well, something we missed off on the other area, which we might be able to put in over here, is... Let's have a look. The Child Healthcare Centre. That is not going to cover the whole thing, is it? So if we pop one of those in there, how far does that go? Yeah, we're going to need another one in here. Maybe next to the school. If I turn off Anarchy, there we go. And then also the Elder Care. Do we want an Elder Care Centre over here? I'll tell you what, we won't. We'll go for a hint of realism. I don't think you want elderly people living next to the James T. Kirk Space Centre, do you? No, definitely not. So I'm just going to pop a few offices along the back here just to try and help to block the sound of all the noise of the highway. We might just pop that in there as well. I think the rest will be okay. We'll pop in some commercial. Let's just see. I think in the centre section here and off of this main road. And I'm pretty sure that will be absolutely plenty. And then the rest of this is going to be low density residential. And of course, the other thing to keep in mind is the noise of this wind turbine, which is pretty big. That's here to give power to this. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move that. That is only going to give us 3 megawatts, but I think that is going to be more than enough for this thing here. And the noise, yeah, there's hardly any noise over here at all. Excellent. So that should be good. So, oh, a park. We haven't got any parks in here at all. Maybe we could squeeze in a small little park like that there. Maybe a dog walking park over in the corner. Let's just check out the land value of these areas while they're building in. So this not too bad. This not brilliant. We're waiting for people to move in, so that's going to get better. Problem with trash over here, we do have a waste transfer facility which can get over here. So hopefully that'll be better. And then we just need to make sure these lovely people are all hooked up to the power. Let's just come around the back here for now, and then once they've all built in, it'll be fine, and then we can see what we get here. Aha, it's growing up nicely. I've remembered to remove the district zone from the couple of places where we've got offices, so they will grow in. And then all we need to do here is I'm going to adjust this bus route again. We're going to bring that all... No, we're not going to do that one. I want it to go up here and around. Can I bring that into there on that side of the road? Okay, so we're going to stop there, and we're going to stop this side. There we go, and that will cover everybody. There we go. See the happy faces. We've got nice walking paths, so the people in here can get over there as well. Excellent, excellent. Where does that bus route actually go? It comes in here to this nice area. Okay, goes around there, but it also now goes up the highway. Over here. This is a very long bus route. I foresee, oh, and it comes round over here to these people as well. Yeah, I foresee changing my bus routes a bit in the future. Eek! Which one's this one? This is number 38. It's only got 4 vehicles on there. Yeah, we're going to up that to a decent amount of vehicles. I'm going to say 10. So hopefully we'll encourage more people to come and use it. Okay, so the power is now leaping across. We can get rid of these little power lines that are in here. Excellent. And I'm wondering whether we could just give these people a little something. Oh, quick sip of tea. Down on the coast. We've got a lovely little beach area What could we put in there? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of these rural roads and we're going to bring some connections down out here. Unfortunately, it probably means destroying some houses, unless I find a spot like that. Excellent, so we're going to do one there. Can I fit one? Oh, that's a path, isn't it? Gravel road. Yeah, I don't think I connected it. Oh, that's why. Look, that's turned off. Actually, I want to come off this side road. So, sorry, houses, you're going to end up going. I'm going to have one there. Let's connect this up properly. There we go. And then we're going to have... Let's have a look. One's going to come off of here. Actually, this one is going to come off of here. And it's going to go out this way. Like that. Oh, jumpy, jumpy. And it's going to go out this way like that. Excellent. So that's now going to give us the ability to add some park-related items that are nice and close to this road. So we can have that one there. We turn off this. We can see what's going on. And there we go. So we've got a nice restaurant pier, fishing pier over in this little alcove there. We'll sort the power in a moment. We've got this one here, a restaurant pier, which can go right on the end there. And with a bit of jiggery-pokery with the Move It mods, we could sort of angle... Actually, no, we want that going out to sea, don't we? So let's put that up against the side there. Like that. Very nice. And then over here, we've got this one. We could even add a little bit of beach volleyball down behind these houses. How far will I need to get? Let's bring that out a bit. There we go. Cannot build on water, it's saying. I think that's fine. That'll go there. And in fact, if I use the Move It mod, I can bring it down to where I wanted it before. Excellent. Just wonder whether we can have two there. Could we put one on the other side as well? Yeah, why not? Little beach volleyball area. Very cool, very cool. And then this one over here. We have got a restaurant pier we've used. We've got the marina, which I think will go nicely there. And again, I'm going to use the Move It mod just to line this up. Excellent. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks okay. Let's just lower these down a bit so they're all a bit more realistic. And now I'm also looking to see whether I can connect them to the ferry network. So we've got a ferry line here, but if you remember, we've got two ferry lines. One that is working for our barges. And then if we come back round this way, we've got this ferry line here that goes up there. I think that is the nearest one. If we could come over there and cross over, we could also put a ferry in. The only question is can I fit under all these bridges? So what I think I might do is continue this along here like this. And see how we go. I'm going to have to turn off collision. Hopefully that'll be okay. Yeah, and we'll see how we go when we get down here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to increase the height on some of these bridges and things, aren't I? And this is definitely going to cross over. So if we've got Anarchy on, we can just cross that over the top. Without Anarchy on, it will snap. So if we go straight over the top like that, and then we can come into this area up here. And where do we want our ferry connection? This little spot here seems like the perfect spot for a ferry connection. I'm thinking just a small ferry pier like so would be perfect. Let's connect that to the roadway network. There we go. We'll give them like that. I don't think we need to put asymmetric roads on there. We'll see how we go. This actually needs to come a little bit further out to sea, doesn't it? To actually look like it's realistic. That should be okay. Let's connect up to that. So we've got our ferry pathway. We've also got our one-way ferry pathway, which is... It does cause me problems sometimes, but we're going to use it. So it's going to go one way in there, and then when it comes out, it's going to go one way back out there and connect back to the network again. Excellent. And I think then what we'll do, if we pause the game, I'm going to grab that stop there and bring that all the way down to there. So that's going to go all the way back round again. Excellent. And then we've got to try and... Oh, dear grief. Hang on. Let me sort this out. I'm going to add some... other stops in there. If we turn all of those off, just put that one on. Oh, there we go. Excellent. So that can go like that. And then when it leaves, it misses it on the way back. Oh, darn it. Okay, I might just change this then from having this turnaround here. There we go. And that means we can have a stop in each direction, which is fantastic. So if I do that, it'll add another stop in there as well. Bingo. Excellent. And I think there is also another line in here. Yes, there's this blue one as well. So I'm going to... Shall I do the same with that one? Where does that go? That goes down here. Yeah, we'll keep that as a small local line. We'll just have the other one come round here. Excellent. Let's hook this thing up. Oh dear. I think we need to fix this thing up first. There we go. And this is where we find out that our bridges are all too low. Darn it. So we're going to have to do a little bit of work along here. Oh man, no, it needs to be even higher than that. I've got this light. Oh, good grief. I think that is how high everything's going to have to be. Man alive. Which this way is okay. We've got this nice big slope. But this way over here... Eek! Yeah, I think we're going to have to use our imagination, pretend that's got stairs. Then it's going to come over here. And this is a shame, because this is all really nice and flat. And I really don't think this is going to fit under here. Do you know what? If we don't see it... Perfectly fine. No, absolutely no problem at all. This is going to be a problem. So that's the height this needs to be. But that's not going to get under there, is it? No. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this tool here. We're going to add another node in there and about the same there. We're going to grab those two new nodes. Control H, make them the same height as that node. So that bridge is now high enough for that. Yep, excellent. And then we've just got a slope either side. Do you know what? That looks absolutely fine to me. And there we go. We are so close to 100,000 inhabitants in New Tealand. We're at 96,972. Yes, I memorized that number. And we're going to be doing some more expansion in the next one. So be sure to check that out. Subscribe. Maybe look at the other video on the screen as well if you enjoy Cities Skylines content. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. Take care. Bye-bye.